trying to track that center. Here comes the back tires. Give it a little gas to pop it. There you go. Good morning, guys. Thank you for tuning in. As you guys see, we're just backing in this box truck here that was towed in over the weekend, and it was blocking this trailer. So I need to get this trailer this morning, so I had Jonathan just move that out of the way real quick. So that's why you saw it wasn't fully hooked up or anything, just in-yard move. But anyway, we are going to be hooking up the Cozad trailer this morning. We already got it spread out to 10 foot wide, which is good. We're going to be moving a 980 loader, Cat 980 loader. So older one, so nothing crazy, but it's a decent sized little loader. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the Landau trailer disconnected, and then we'll bring the truck 23 over here and hook up to the Cozad. Automatic transmission, beast of a truck. Alright, so this trailer does not have parking brakes on it, only when it has air pressure. So I believe it's probably going to roll back, but I think there's a block back there, so we might get lucky. Otherwise, we'll have to run some air to it first. Dropping my airbags here, and you just line up the ramps. Let's see, yeah, see it's going to roll back. See if we can get the berm to catch it. Nah. Okay. Usually we park right along next to it and do this, but there's nowhere to do that right now, so I'm gonna have to stretch it. Okay, we got our airline stretched out there. Just gonna release the brakes here. That's gonna air the system, and then once the system's aired, when I set the brakes, it'll actually apply the brakes back there to lock it in place. So in the meantime, what we can go ahead and do is grab our oversized banner here, throw it on the front of the truck. So let's do that. This headrest I was using as a cushion the other day. We don't need that anymore. I'll put that right there for now. All right. Let's see. Alright, oversized. So technically, when we are pulling the trailer in a 10 foot wide configuration, we're technically an oversized load because obviously we're wider than 8 foot 6 inches. So therefore, even when we're empty at 10 foot wide, we are considered an empty load. So that's why you see oversized signs with an empty load. And the reason that we're spread out 10 feet wide is because we get 60,000 pounds of allowable rear between these two axles, 16 tires in California in this configuration. So we're spread out to 10 foot wide due to the weight of the unit that we're gonna go pick up. All right, it's a little bit of a Christmas time. I got word I have a package up here, and I believe it is the binders that I ordered for the Cozad. Let's check it out. All right, always fun to get some new equipment, so let's sneak in here. So I went ahead and ordered some binders. And the reason that I did that, this truck obviously we got 4 back there. We usually keep those strapped down right there because they're just easy to access, and then we have a couple extra in here. But the more heavy equipment that we've been moving, 80, 85,000 pound excavators, by law, you're required to have half of the working load limit, or half of the weight of the machine in your working load limit of chains. So, you know, basically 80 to 85,000 pound excavator, you need 40 to 42.5 in working load limit of chains, which equates to about, depending on what size chain you're using, anywhere from 7 to, let's say, 11 chains in total. So you know, obviously you're gonna have all four corners, you're gonna have one over the bucket, and then from there, you start adding chains in where needed. Usually what I do is I put 2 per track, so that's 8 chains there, 1 over the bucket. That normally covers me. Because of our chain situation here, I was stealing chains out of some of the other trailers when I needed to move these big excavators. But now we got ourselves a box of 4 new binders. We have all the chains necessary, it was just the binders that was giving us a little bit of problem. So we got 4 binders here that we can pop open, and these are from MIT. So we've been having pretty good luck with these folding binders. You can see they have like a fold to them, and the knuckle or the ratcheting mechanism is offset to one side, 1/2 inch to 3/8 chain there. So yeah, they're pretty good binders. We put them so far on 3, or this will be the 3rd truck that we've put these on, and had nothing but good luck with them. The only thing I will say is that this rubber handle, while it is nice, after several uses it just spins and it prevents you from gripping the actual barrel of the binder, preventing it from turning. So we usually just cut them off at that point. But other than that, they're pretty good. So let's throw them on the truck. As you guys saw, we got trailer hooked up, and I went ahead and released the brakes again. So what I usually do here is I just get up on top of all these tires, just give them a couple thumps. This trailer does have a self-inflating system for all tires, but they do catch nails all the time depending on the job sites we're on. So although the air inflation typically keeps up with it, if you park it over the weekend, you could have a flat tire, or at least a low tire. See a screw right there. That one feels okay though. Might not have gone through. It's through the tread, so the deep part of the tire. That one sounded a little different, but it feels better now. So I think we're good to go. I got to put the blue airline on and the lights, but other than that, we're ready to roll. Got new rubber on this truck too. It's all new rubber. All right, let me put these airlines on. All right, we're going to Cat City to the Cimarron Country Club. I guess I dropped the loader off there right after we had a hurricane come through, Hurricane Hillary, and it like completely washed out this golf course because it goes down into the wash. So they've been using this loader out there to clean up. I guess they're done now, so we're gonna go pick it up. So off to Cat City. All right, we're here with our loader. Let's go ahead and set our trailer brakes, dump our airbags, hop out here, show you guys what we're dealing with. All right, guys, here is the loader that we are picking up. It is a 980, Cat 980G, weighs approximately 66,000 pounds. Older model 980, a newer 980 would be a lot heavier, but it's still got some meat to it. It's a pretty decent sized loader. So we're gonna go ahead and drive this right over the back of the trailer, which is always fun. So we'll make sure to get a good clip of that. But yeah, Cat 980G loader. The first thing I'm gonna do here is take these 4 chains and just toss them off the side of the trailer, so that way they're ready for me when I need them. I'm gonna unstrap them though, so we can get to them. So we got 4 1/2-inch chains and binders that we'll use. There's those two. Okay, two more. I'm gonna take 2 more chains. These will be for the side of the machine. Guess we can use our new binders, why not? Grab 2 of those, and I'll just grab one 20-foot chain. Should be able to make that work. Honestly, I'll put it right here in the middle. And then there's already a chain up there for the bucket. We'll just grab 1 binder for that. I always trip out. I don't know if this is like a G model thing or what, but the steering wheel cracks me up. Second time I've moved this machine. So I'm gonna grab my cat key here. Steering wheel's interesting. It's not like this. It's more like it almost replicates the angle of the machine, so it's very sensitive. Almost like a scraper. Alright, let it do its little cycle here. Okay, start her up. Fire it right up. Cool. Got our bucket controls here, so this is going to lift the bucket up and down. This will be our tilt, or curl. So, yeah, I'm going to set the camera up for you guys and show you guys how we load this over the back. So I'm going to go over here and kind of get this loader straight. I'm not going to hit it on this shot. We'll back up for sure. So loading these loaders over the back can be a little tricky because the visibility is not the greatest. So you try to kind of, at least what I do, try to give myself a nice long run to make sure everything's straight. So once you're up on the deck, there's not a lot of maneuverability. Alright, so I'm going to bring the bucket down. That's fast, okay. And then we're just going to kind of do our best here to track that center line. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up now. And then same thing, I'm using the center of the bucket here to track the center of the trailer. Okay, and I'll just give it a quick look really quick now that we're butted up against the trailer. Just kind of check it out. We're hanging off maybe 2 or 3 inches there, and then about the same, a little more on this side, but I think we're actually pivoted that way anyway, so. Alright, here we go. So we're going to butt up against the trailer. I'm going to bring the bucket down because it doesn't need to be any higher than that. And then we'll start throttling up. Should just pop up. Still trying to track that center. Here comes the back tires. Give it a little gas to pop it. There you go. Okay, now what I like to do is, this might be out of frame. Well, let's check it out before we get too far ahead of ourselves, and I can give you guys a different frame. All right, what do you guys think of that? West Coast style. So, I know my East Coast friends don't like us doing that, but these trailers are guaranteed by the manufacturer in California. Cozad. Murray's another one that makes them that guarantees loading off the back, so take that. But anyway, yeah, it looks pretty good. We are not perfectly centered, but these things are so hard unless you have a spotter. So you can see, I don't know, we're a good ways over that way, but that's okay. I mean, not a good ways. We're, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 inches, so not a huge deal. But yeah, they're tough. They're tough to get straight, especially when you don't have a spotter. So what I will do here is come forward a bit, set the bucket down. What I like to do when I'm obviously by myself and I can't see anything is I usually curl the bucket out. So you can see there's the edge of the bucket, and we just dropped a bunch of sand over. I should have dumped that, that's okay. So I will kind of go like this, and that gives me a rough idea of where that bucket edge is gonna end up. So we're actually a little bit too far forward now. I'm just gonna back up. Somewhere in there should work out decent. Right about there. Okay, so that gives me a good idea of where that bucket edge is, and then I can curl it back to straight, and then we can slowly set it down. This bucket's really sensitive. Okay, something like that should work out. We will set the parking brake and turn it off. Always make sure to close the door behind you on these loaders. Can't tell you how many times I've seen guys going down the road with these open. And you can actually blow the black glass out if you're going highway speeds with that. Creates a pressure system. All right, now it's time to start slinging chains. So let's we'll start front to back, I guess. We'll go bucket first. So we're going a total of 7 chains here. I already have a chain stashed up here that I like to use for the bucket. So grab this. See, this is a pretty big bucket, so if I remember correctly, this works. But I might just be able to, yeah, that'll work. So grab that pocket, and then actually it looks like we do have enough chains, so I'm just gonna do it right here. Okay, that. Something I did off camera was I usually compare the teeth here so you can see, you can pick something to reference, but basically you count teeth from the outside, so boom, boom, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. This is the center. There is, I don't know, about 2 inches there. About, I think a better way to gauge would be the inner edge there. About 2 inches heavy on that side. So not crazy, it's definitely not outside my comfort zone, but gives you a good idea of where you're at on the trailer, and you're able to compare. 2 inches is not something we're gonna worry about. 2 feet, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so bucket secured. Let's, well, we got chains right here, so I guess we'll work on the back now. So I'm gonna grab my double hook set here, and we're gonna drop our hook. That's the long way of doing that. We're gonna drop our hook right through this big old hole. That doesn't look factory. That looks like it was like torched out, widened out. That's all right though. So I'm gonna take my chain. We'll probably just put it over here. Binder. All right. Binder in the middle there. Start chaining it down. Okay. It's pretty tight. Take our slack, just kind of do a wrap around there. All right, while we're back on this corner, I'm gonna throw a flag right here. I was thinking that it might be better to leave it back there, but they're about the same width anyway, so whatever. We'll take this chain, go up to the front. I'm just gonna set that up there for now because it's easier to do everything at once. Okay, now we'll take these two binders. And what I like to do here is, what do I like to do here? Oh yeah, that's what I do. Okay, so I'm gonna do one chain to that metal cross member pulling forward. Other side is gonna be a chain around the pivot pulling back. So we have opposing forces there. All right, there's that. And then I'm gonna have to spin this out here. Okay, do the same with the double chain back here. Go through that hole. Binder there. Same thing. Tie up our slack a little bit there, and then we'll just kind of lock it down so anything falls down that way. Take this, try to hook it in like right here. And then take this and go right here, like so. Okay, there's our middle opposing chains. This loader only weighs 66,000, so we have plenty of our chain here. Let's do our fronts. And what I usually do is I'll tuck that tail under there just in case if this unravels, kind of just has a spot. I think I need to put the rear one on. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna leave this on the tail. More advanced warning. The tail's 10 foot wide, the tires are 10 feet wide, so we're about the same there. All right. Looks good. Let's roll. Should be seeing Taylor here in a second. He's got a transit bus. There he is. All right, guys, we made it to our destination. I'm just gonna set up the camera and do a little time lapse here, unchain it, and offload it. And then the customer just told me to leave it here and they'll come and get it when they have a chance. So, yeah, let's do it. Jonathan, he moved a water tower at the Kenworth this morning. Test drove that. That was the test drive today. It was about a 60-mile drive after that D-rate problem, so looks like we're good. Just like that. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Let's get out of here, head back to the yard, see what else is going on.
Alright guys, due to the length of this video, I'm going to split this up into two parts, so if you are watching this on the day it's being posted, if you guys tune in tomorrow, February 18th, there will be part 2 to this video, and here you can, as you can see, what we'll be up to in that video. We're going to be towing an RV out of a really tight spot. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you then.